Hey, what's happening, guys? Is it working? Yeah, it is. Got volume, got footage, got me, got GAC FM. Scan that code if you want a crazy playlist to listen to. But this isn't about music. This isn't about GAC FM or Twitch. It's just changed. Twitch. That will come into play later on. We are on Twitch right now, and then not that it matters, but if you're on YouTube and you're watching it, scan that code. Follow us on Twitch. We are here right now. We are live. I thought I'd do this GAC football show tonight as opposed to tomorrow morning, afternoon, because it would just end up being a bit of a rush for me tomorrow. It would be me going solo again, as I am doing now. Arth, sorry, whoa, balls are dropped. Arth has been taken ill. Unfortunately, he's a bit poorly. So, GAC football is just me again this week. And we've got the Friday and Saturday results. Matches have been played, goals have been scored, games have been won and lost. So we'll just get right into it. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet tonight. We'll just do a bit of a roundup of yesterday's and today's Saturday's games. We'll do a bit of a preview for tomorrow's games. We've got 3 matches tomorrow. And then we'll end it off with a bit of a roundup of the FPL scores as they stand. Bit of a preview, not looking great for me, but could be worse. Mustache hair. Right, so we had yesterday's game between Crystal Palace and Arsenal, which ended in a 2-0 away win for Arsenal. I got to see some of the game, not all of it. Arsenal looked decent. You know, if there's any Arsenal fans out there, let me know. Were you as good as you Arsenal fans have made you out to be? Or were Palace poor? Did Palace deserve more? It were goals from Gabriel Martinelli in the 20th minute, and then an own goal by Mark Guay. How do you pronounce his name? I don't know. But luckily, I took him out of my team fairly early on. I had him in my fantasy team because he got a lot of points last season. Good old Mark. But he scored an own goal yesterday, unfortunately. And Arsenal ended up winning 2-0. Good result for Arsenal to start the season. I actually quite fancied Palace to get something in that game. But, you know, fair play to Arsenal. Good win to start the day. And then today at 12:30, today's results, we had Fulham hosting Liverpool, which I was expecting to be a routine win for Liverpool. And it actually ended up being a 2-2 draw. Fulham leading 1-0 at half time. Fulham actually led the game twice, and Liverpool had to come back twice. Mitrovic with 2 goals for Fulham, and then Nunes and Salah with equalisers in the 64th and 80th minute. So Liverpool got away with one by the sound of it. Didn't get to watch it, but how was it? Were Liverpool fans, are you disappointed? Were you lucky to get a draw? Fulham fans, is that a good result? It sounds like a pretty good result for me. 2 goals from Mitrovic as well. If you've got him in your fantasy team, that's pretty good going. That's a good start for Mitrovic. 2 goals already. And then the 3 o'clock kickoffs, we had AFC Bournemouth hosting Aston Villa. 2-0 win for the newly promoted Bournemouth. That's pretty good. Goals from Jefferson Lerma in the 2nd minute, and then Kiefer Moore in the 80th minute. So that's a good win, that, for Bournemouth. I don't think people had a lot of faith. I didn't have a lot of faith in Bournemouth getting a result in that. Not like I'm bigging up Aston Villa or anything. I know Arth would, because Steven Gerrard's a football genius, according to him. But, was that a poor start for Villa, or was that a good start for Bournemouth? Or both? And then we had Leeds, also at 3 o'clock, hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers. It was a 2-1 win for Leeds in the end. How did it pan out? Daniel Podence with a 6-minute first goal for Wolves. I actually had him in my team temporarily the other day, and then I took him out. Bit fuming about that. And then Rodrigo got an equaliser for Leeds, and then an own goal by Ryan Aitnouri. It's another own goal. Oof. I don't think anyone will have him in their team. Never heard of him. But that 74th minute own goal cost Wolverhampton Wanderers the game. Leeds with a win, first game of the season. Not good. I kind of want Leeds relegated. But, you know, there you go. Can't have everything, can we? And Newcastle United were at home to Nottingham Forest, newly promoted Nottingham Forest. And that was a 2-0. Sounded like a routine 2-0 win for Newcastle. Fabian Schär and Callum Wilson were 2 second half goals. A goal each in the second half. Didn't sound like the most exciting game in the world, but by the looks of it, on the old sofa score, Newcastle dominated that game. Not a good start for Nottingham Forest. Not really super surprising, because haven't they signed about 40 players? So I don't understand why these newly promoted Championship teams decide to buy so many new players for the start of a season, because it's not the same team that got promoted. So have more faith in the players that got you promoted instead of signing 400 players. Good to see that, from a Man United fan's perspective, good to see it not working out so well for Jesse Lingard and Dean Henderson. Sucks for them. Oh, boo-hoo. Then the last 3 o'clock game, we had Tottenham Hotspur entertaining Southampton. And that was the most dominating performance on paper by the looks of it. 4-1 win for Spurs. No goals, unfortunately, for either Kane or Son, which is annoying for me and my fantasy football team. But we did get goals from James Ward-Prowse. Got the first goal in the 12th minute. Was it a free kick? I'm not sure. You'd like to think it was, wouldn't you? Because that's what Ward-Prowse does. And then after that, we got 4 goals from Spurs. So Ryan Sessegnon with the equaliser in the 21st minute. Eric Dyer put them in the lead with the 31st minute. I'm guessing a header or something. That's what Dyer does, isn't it? And then the second half, Mohamed Salisu, never heard of him. That's because he plays for Southampton. It's another own goal. 3rd own goal for the day. No, 2 own goals today. 1 own goal yesterday. And then to make it 4-1, Dejan Kulusevski got a 63rd minute goal for Spurs. And then it seemed pretty routine from then on. Although it looks like Southampton were threatening a little bit according to this app. And then lastly, the world's most boring game happened. The one game I actually did watch from start to finish, Everton versus Chelsea, finished with a 1-0 Chelsea win, penalty from Jorginho and right at the death of the first half. Shocking game. Going to be honest, this is the one game I can review from this weekend so far. I will be watching definitely Man United tomorrow and probably the City game later on in the evening. I cannot imagine either of those games being worse than this Everton-Chelsea game. Both sides missing a potent front man, to be honest. And just, they both lacked like a bit of belief to just go and get a winner to threaten the other goal. It was just it wasn't a great set piece for showing off what the Premier League quality is. But yeah, it was, at the end of the day, it's the result that matters. Chelsea got the win. Did they deserve it? Maybe. Just about. Just the odd individual talent puts them ahead of Everton. Everton didn't look too bad. They're just missing something up front. They brought Dele Alli on. Bless him. He's got zero confidence, that lad now. If you can hear the pitter-patter in the background, that's the dog walking on the ground. Not sleeping where you should be. And those were the results, really. We'll have a look at my team on the old fantasy football, and then we'll see where everyone's at. I think what I might do with the fantasy football is at the end of each game week, I'll post a screenshot of the top 5 or top 10 or whatever my phone allows me to see, and I'll post that weekly, showing off who's top of the leaderboard each week. I mean, early days, it's kind of meaningless at the minute, but I've ended 2/3 of game week 1 with 31 points. Nothing special. I haven't really had anything magical happen for me. I had Reece James and Kieran Trippier at the back play for me today. They both kept clean sheets, which was good. But apart from that, nothing else. Trippier got me a point more than James for whatever reason. Whether he got a bonus point for something, I don't know. But then I think there's always a chance that they could gain an extra point or something through bonus points by tomorrow. So as it stands, I got 31 points, and I filled up my midfield this week. I had Jacob Ramsey of Villa, got me 0, got me nothing. So God knows what he did. Probably got booked or something. I had Saka in the middle. He did get me 6 points for something. Must have got an assist. I'm not sure. Heung-min Song did get me 5 points. Just, not too bad, is it? 5 points, better than nothing. I then had Bruno Guimaraes. I don't know how to pronounce that. For Newcastle, he only got me 3 points. Not really sure what that is. And then I've got 2 up front that I've both played, both done nothing. I had Harry Kane and Gabriel Jesus, both of which did absolutely nothing for their teams. I still have 3 players to play. All of my bench warmers haven't played either. I kind of hope they all end the game week with 0 points each, but we shall see. So I've still got David De Gea in goal to play tomorrow. Cancelo for City plays in the evening tomorrow, or late afternoon tomorrow. And I've got Yuri Tielemans, who's also playing at 2 o'clock tomorrow for Leicester. There's no point mentioning the bench. But yeah, 31 points. How did you guys do? Shall we have a nosy at the Gak Super League? I'm sat at 50th position. That's not great. That's not great. Here we go. So, I'll shout out the top 10 then. So in the top 10, after 2 days of game week 1, we have Reese's Set Pieces sitting at first place. Leon Engels' team. Am I allowed to look at it? I can. I'm not going to do this with everyone though. So a clean sheet for Mendy. Clean sheet for Trippier and James. Alexander-Arnold with 1 point. Oh, bummer. Salah, captain for Leon. Got him 20 points. He had Son in the middle, 5 points. Martinelli, 8 points. Bailey got him 2. Jesus, 2 points. Greenwood of Leeds, not the jailbird, naughty boy, Greenwood. He got him 1 point, and he also had Darwin Núñez, who did get a goal today. So 8 points there. See, all of his players have played, so it could be quite interesting. And then in second place we got Madden's 11, Kieran Jones's team. Third place we got Manchester United, Liam Harper. There's only 1 point that separates the top 2, by the way. After almost game week 1. Equal fourth place. We've got 3 teams in fourth place. Urchins FC, Samurai Singh's team. Samurai? Oh, I hope it's Samurai. That's a cool first name. And also we've got Bilbao Baggins, Adam Williams' team. And Crystal Phallus, Brad Campbell's team. Love the name. And in 7th place, only a point behind those in 4th place, we've got Fred Spread, Peter Seymour's team. In 8th place, 360 No Pope, Luke Jordan's team. Hey, Hollandaise Sauce, if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. We love that name. They're 9th, and in 10th place, we've got Darwin's Den, Ibrahim Jr., the father and son combo, sat in 10th place. So, yeah, we won't mention my Abra Dubravka team, who are sat 50th, but, could be worse. Could be 67th, is that the lowest we've got? This app isn't the best thing to look at. But, yeah, so that's how fantasy's going so far. Let's have a nosy at tomorrow's games. Quick preview. 3 Premier League games to look at. 2 2 o'clock kickoffs and 1 at 4:30. So the first one that comes up on SofaScore is Leicester City hosting Brentford. What are we thinking for that one? Brentford actually weren't too bad last season. Massively improved when Christian Eriksen joined them. Not just saying that because I'm a Man United fan and he's signed for us now, but he did genuinely massively improve the team. He was their standout player. So how are they going to cope without him again? Is this the year that Brentford, their luck runs out and they go back down? Leicester haven't been doing much in the transfer market, I don't think. No big activities. So how are they going to fare now? I think Leicester will be fine, providing they keep hold of most of their players. Reports that Fofana, as the Chelsea have offered 85 million for Fofana, Holy Jesus, that's a ridiculous amount. Stupid amount of money. He's a very good player, but he's not £85 million worth. But Leicester need to keep him. So I will go for, I think it has to be a Leicester win. Maybe nothing simple, 1-0, 2-0. We'll go 1-0. I'm just going to say a Leicester win, because I don't even remember my predictions that I did last week for what I said would happen this week. And I didn't have the time to look back. Hey, Gak Football, baby. I didn't have the time to look back at what I said, so we could mock me. It'll be easier to do when I've got Arse back on the show and we can make proper notes and stuff. It'll be easier to keep track. Right. And then the game that matters to me, Manchester United at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. They battered us end of last season, rightfully so, battered us. You could argue that we have a weaker squad now, depth-wise, definitely. But I think the players we've brought in do bring some sort of improvement to a potential starting 11. If you was to start with Malacia, how's it pronounced? If you was to start with Malacia and Ericsson, definitely. Who's our third signing? Oh, Martinez. Yeah, Martinez has to start as well. I do like the look of him. I get good vibes from him. So if they all start, it could be an improved 11 from last season, definitely. We don't know what's going on with the Ronaldo situation. Does he stay? Should I stay or should I go? Marshall is injured. The one time it's looking like he might actually kick on and prove to us what he's worth, and then he gets bloody injured. I did say a draw. I think I've put it as a 1-1 draw when I did Super 6 earlier today. I don't see either team. I think it's going to be very much like that Everton-Chelsea game, but I think teams will give it more of a go, just that the quality won't be there. So I'm saying 0-0, 1-1. Wish I could sit here and say 3-0 Manchester United, but no. I hope it happens. I just don't particularly see it. So draw, potentially poor draw, but hopefully not. And then last but not least, the final match of game week 1, we have West Ham United facing Manchester City. This isn't going to be easy for City. I really, really hope West Ham do the business here. Again, I don't think they've been very active in the transfer market. The predicted 11 is the exact same 11 that played last season, as far as I can tell, for West Ham. City have bolstered their offensiveness with Erling Haaland, haven't they? I can only hope that the man flops, but I think it's near impossible to flop for that Man City team because the quality around him's too good. So he's going to get a billion chances. Every match isn't going to be like that Community Shield game where he's going to miss from point blank range. So just make the most of those moments because they ain't going to come very often, I don't think. He's a bit of a donkey on the ball. He is very much Lukaku 2.0 in my eyes. But he's going to get goals. You could put me in that Man City team, I'd get goals. And I wasn't very good at scoring goals back in the day. I don't want to say City win, but I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm gonna keep the faith. You know, Liverpool dropped points. As a Man United fan, Liverpool dropped points today, which is good. And I'm gonna say a West Ham win is gonna happen. A shock West Ham win tomorrow to end game week 1. Break a lot of FPL players' hearts, hopefully. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you guys say? Let me know. That's all I really wanted to do today for Gak Football. Saves me from doing it tomorrow. Would have meant that I'd be rushing around if I was doing it tomorrow. So, but this isn't the end of me tonight. I am going to do a bit more streaming. I'm going to jump on the PlayStation, and there's a new freebie game which is an awful lot like Super Smash Brothers. If anyone's played that on the Nintendo, it's called Multiverses, and it's got Batman and Shaggy and Tom and Jerry, and you get to use them to fight and stuff. And it just looks, I played a little bit this morning just to try it out, and it seemed like a bit of fun. So I'm going to do a bit of streaming on that in a bit once I sort myself out. So be sure to stop by, join in, get following on the old Twitch here. Check out the Discord, it's under me here. Scan that code below. It's like a forum-like space where we can just chat a load of gack about films, TV shows, movies, music, football, video games. Did I say movies twice? I don't know. But we just like talking gack there, so come and join in. And then below me now are all the socials that matter at the minute. So you got Instagram underneath, so at Gak Podcast, or just search Gak or Gak Podcast. We should come up on Instagram. Then there's Twitter, which is really handy for catching us going live on Twitch, especially if you don't follow us, which, why aren't you? You should be following Gak on everything. There's our YouTube channel, which this will be up on. So if you have watched it, thanks for watching it. Hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Get in the comments as well. Let us know some of your thoughts on what's happened this game week with the football and what are your predictions and stuff. And last but not least, Facebook. I've barely used the Facebook, but I keep saying every week I will do more on Facebook because it is a handy tool for advertising, spreading the word, and keeping in touch with everyone. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed the footy. There's still more to come tomorrow. Hopefully Man United get a win. For us United fans anyway, I know you guys will hope that we embarrass ourselves, as we have been doing quite often recently. But we shall see. We shall see. Thanks, guys. I shall catch you all very, very soon. See you later. Bye.